flood in Edessa destroys the Christian church, killing over 2,000 people. The Battle of Bowan, where Liu Bei defeats Cao Cao's forces. Reign in India of Vijaya, Satavahana king of the Andhra Empire. A trade recession in Leptis Magna region, Africa, alleviated by Rome buying olive oil. Hadrian's Wall is restored after heavy raids by Caledonian tribes had overrun much of Northern. Emperor Septimius Severus comes to Britain with his sons Caracalla and Geta. Cao Cao defeats the Wu Huan tribes at the Battle of the White Wolf Mountain, sending the Wu Huan into decline. Battle of Red Cliff, one of the largest naval battles in Chinese history. Severus makes plans to subdue the land north of Scotland with road building and forest clearing. Severus sends his son Caracalla to systematically wipe out and torture the Scots into submission. Ardashir I becomes king of part of Persia. Construction begins on the Bath of Caracalla in Rome. Cao Cao is titled Wei Gong and given fief of 10 cities under his domain, later becoming the Kingdom of Wei. Defences of Raisha are reinforced in the form of an uninterrupted stone wall. Zhang Liao holds off Sun Quan's invasion forces at Battle of Zhao Yao Ford in Hefei, China. Basilica of Leptis Magna, ordered by Septimius Severus, completed. Earliest recorded game of football, soccer, took place in Derby, England on Shrove Tuesday. Elagabalus defeats Macrinus at the Battle of Antioch with support of the Syrian legions. Guan Yu floods the fortress at the Battle of Fanchan. The Han dynasty comes to an end with the establishment of the three kingdoms in ancient China. Elagabalus, forced to divorce Aquilia Severa and marries his third wife, Annia Faustina. Alexander Severus succeeds as Roman emperor after Elagabalus' assassination. Battle of Dongku between the Chinese states of Cao Wei and Eastern Wu. Ardashir I defeats Artabanus V, destroying the Parthian Empire and establishing the Sassanid dynasty. Alexander Severus marries Seleucia Orbiana and possibly raises her father to the rank of Caesar. A merchant from the Roman Empire called Qin Lun by the Chinese arrives to see Sun Quan, king of the Eastern Wu. He requests him to make a report on his native country, giving him a present of 20 dwarfs. King Ardashir I, ruler of Persia, annexes new empire from east to northwest. The Battle of Jiting is fought in China. The city of Jianye, modern Nanjing, founded as capital of Eastern Wu. Alexander Severus decides that Thessaly should be a separate province from Macedonia. Battle of Mount Qi between the Chinese states of Shu Han and Cao Wei. Heracles is the first bishop of Alexandria to use the appellation of Pope. German tribes destroy Roman forts and plunder the countryside at Limes Germanicus. Alexander Severus negotiates for peace with the Alemanni, outraging the Roman legions who planned a military offensive. Widely considered to be the beginning of the crisis of the 3rd century in the Roman Empire. The Roman Emperor Maximinus campaigns against Dacians and Sarmatians from supply depot at Sirmium. Maximinus taxes the rich aristocracy heavily, angering them and causing them to plot against him. The year of the 6 emperors, with Gordian III the ultimate victor. Chinese expeditionary force from Eastern Wu state discovers the island of Taiwan. Tribes in northwest Germania, under the name of Franks, raid the Rhine frontier. The ancient city of Bagram, Afghanistan, is abandoned. Shapur I makes a preemptive attack on Antioch to drive out the Romans. Gordian III appoints Philip the Arab as Praetorian Prefect. The Sasanian Empire occupy Armenia. In Britain, thousands of acres of modern-day Lincolnshire overwhelmed by a great flood. First of 2 councils of Arabia in the Roman Christian Church is held in Bostra, Arabia Petraea. Emperor Philip the Arab marks the millennium of Rome by holding the Ludi Secularis. Revolts of Pasitianus in Moesia and Iotapianus in Syria put down by Senator Decius. Loyal legionnaires proclaim Decius emperor, leads them into Italy, defeating Philip the Arab. Teotihuacan rebuilt as a quartered cosmogram by Zapotec architects. The Battle of Arbutus, where Goths defeat Emperor Decius in Dobruja, Moesia. Shapur I, king of Persia, puts down a revolt in Khorasan, Iran and Turkmenistan. The legions who campaigned against the Goths on the Danube elect Aemilianus as new emperor, who rules for only 3 months. The Roman Empire is threatened by several Germanic confederations on their borders, such as the Marcomanni at Norcium and Raetia. Ma Jun invents the south-pointing chariot, a path-finding directional compass vehicle that uses a differential gear. The Goths appear at the walls of Thessalonica. The future Emperor Aurelian defeats the Goths, who separate into the Ostrogoths and Visigoths. The amount of silver in Roman currency of denarius falls below 10%. Odenathus, ruler of the kingdom of Palmyra, sacks the city of Nihadia, destroying its great yeshiva. The Battle of Edessa, where the Roman army is defeated by Shapur I of Persia, with Valerian taken prisoner. Gallienus repeals the Edict of 258, which persecuted Christians. The Goths invade Asia Minor and destroy the Temple of Artemis in Ephesus. Cao Wei conquers the Shu Han kingdom. Zhong Hu's rebellion is quelled. Emperor Gallienus tries twice and fails to crush the usurper Postumus. The Jin dynasty is founded after the overthrow of the Cao Wei dynasty by Sima Yan. The Heruli invade the Black Sea coast. Marcus Aurelius Claudius is charged by the Senate for having murdered Gallienus. It is never proven, and he becomes the new emperor of Rome. Queen Zenobia conquers much of Africa and the Middle East, giving her control of Rome's grain supply. The Chinese invent gunpowder, also known as black powder. Victorinus, emperor of the Gallic Empire, assassinated by Titianus. King Shapur I of Persia is succeeded after a reign of over 30 years by Hormizd I. Aurelian refuses to wear the imperial crown and coat. The kingdom of Axum attains great prosperity thanks to control of the Red Sea trade. Marcus Claudius Tacitus is proclaimed Roman emperor after Aurelian's murder by the Praetorian Guard. Marcus Annius Florianus becomes Roman emperor and is assassinated by his own troops a few weeks later. Probus travels with his army west across the Sea of Marmara, Turkey, to defeat the Goths. Probus resettles Germanic tribes in devastated provinces of the empire. Emperor Probus defeats Burgundians and Vandals in Raetia and Pannonia, modern Switzerland and Hungary. Germanic tribe Thuringi appear in the Harz mountains of central Germania. Emperor Probus returns to Rome, where he celebrates his triumph over the Vandals and the usurpers. Marcus Aurelius Carus is made the new Roman emperor. Marcus Aurelius Carinus is made the new Roman emperor. Diocletian is made the new Roman emperor. Carausius, naval commander at Bononia, modern-day Bologna, is given the task of clearing English Channel of Frankish and Saxon pirates. Diocletian divides the Roman Empire into two, giving Maximian control over the Western Empire. Diocletian installs Tiridates III as king of Armenia. Maximian builds a Roman fleet in Gaul to fight Carausius, usurper of Britain. Emperor Diocletian gains several victories along the Danube against the Sarmatians. Carausius begins to build a series of fortifications on the Saxon shore in southeast England. A civil war known as the War of Eight Princes breaks out among the Jin dynasty. The oldest known Mayan stele is erected at the capital Tikal, Guatemala. considered the beginning of the Roman Tetrarchy, with capitals established at Nicomedia, Mediolanum, Augusta Treverum, and Sirmium. Tuoba Luguan succeeds as chieftain of the Tuoba clan. Petra rejoins the province of Palestine. Constantius Chlorus assembles 2 invasion fleets and reconquers Britain. Maximian begins offensive against the Berbers in Mauritania, driving them back into their homelands in the Atlas Mountains. Manufacture of cultured silk becomes popular from Korea to Japan. Galerius commissions the Arch of Galerius in Thessaloniki, Greece. Diocletian's palace and the city of Split, Croatia is built.